Hello, everyone. I want to make a short sermon video with you today. Today is Thursday, the 5th of November. I touched on this a little bit last night, Wednesday night, on it, but I wanted to say more about it today in this sermon video. This may not be published until the 17th, so it might be 12 days from now or something, but anyway, I'm going to be in Jeremiah 18, 1 through 4 in the King James Version of the Bible to start off with. And it says, the word of the Lord came, the word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Arise, go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause thee to hear words. Then I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought a work on the wheels. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter, so he made it again another vessel, so seemed good to the potter to make it. Again, verse 4 says, And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hands of the potter, so he made it again another vessel, as seemed good to the potter to make. It just struck me that he didn't throw it away. And I appreciate the fact that when I'm on the wheel, that if I'm not coming out exactly like he wants, that he won't throw me away, that he will put me back on that wheel. The wheel is not too comfortable, but that's where we need to be sometimes. I heard a story about a man. He was touring a foundry of some sort, and he was standing there, and the tour guide was showing him this big chamber oven or whatever that they was heating this metal. And the tour guide told the man touring, said, can you wait right here just a minute? I'll be back. I'll be right back. And so everything will be okay till I get back. So the man, he's standing there watching, and he gets to hearing this noise, and it's popping and cracking and, for lack of a better word, belching. And he really got nervous about it. And he sees the tour guide coming back, and he can't wait. And he says, hurry, 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 hurry. He said, this thing's about to blow. He said, turn it down. It's about to explode. And the tour guide said, no, I don't need to turn it down. I need to turn it up. What's the noise? What that noise is the baser elements that's complaining and squawking and yakking about the heat. So if I turn it up, I will filter those out and be left with the good. And that's what's happening to us whenever God turns up his heat. He's not trying to kill us. He's trying to filter out the bad, the things that we don't need on us, the dross. Psalms 9 through 10 says, the Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And they will know thy name, and they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. God is not in the business for tossing people aside. He's in the business of fixing damaged people. He don't want to get rid of us. That's not his will. That's why he keeps putting us back on the wheel. He wants us to succeed. Of course, if we go against him and sin, he has no choice. But as long as we're trying to do the right thing, he will just put us back on the wheel. The wheel is not pleasant. That thing is spinning and spinning. And, it's like myself. I never was one that liked these rides, these roller coasters, and these whatever you want to call them. Not for me. I just didn't enjoy it. But when he wants to change us, so it would behoove us to change as soon as we can, so we don't have to keep putting us back on the wheel. He wants to heal us. He wants to transform us. He wants to make us better. I heard a story, read a story. It said a man was parked on the side of the road. His car had broken down, and he had the hood up trying to figure out the problem. A limousine pulled up behind him, and a man got out, dressed from head to toe like $1,000,000. He walked over to the driver of the broken down car and said, do you need help? The man, of course, said yes. The man from the limousine tinkered around with the engine a bit, and to the other man's surprise, the car started right up. The car's owner was beyond grateful, and he asked how much he owed. While there are many variations of the story, uh, one of them said, "Nothing. I'm Henry Ford. I'm the creator of the car. It really bothers me to see one broke down on the side of the road, not doing what I created it to do." I believe it bothers God when He created us for success and created us to help other people when we're not doing just that. Uh, the Creator longs for His creation to be successful. Trust the Lord today. Uh, be encouraged. If you continue to trust Him, God will not let you fall. He will not let you stumble. He will not let you wobble. He will walk you out of your desert standing tall. Uh, Isaiah 29:16-18 says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, He made me not? Or shall the thing formed say of him that formed it, He hath no understanding? Is it not yet a little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field should be esteemed as a forest? And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall be see out of obscurity and out of darkness." What's happening to us sometimes is we're in a spin cycle, just like a washer when it gets in the spin cycle. Um, when I look back on the last 20 years of my life, it just seemed like a blur. It's been a big spin. It's been over 20 years. We came to Meridianville in June of 2000. So this past June, I think it was like the 23rd, we've been there 20 years. And like I said, it just seemed like a blur. In the last 20 years, we've had children that was born that's on their own now. And the spin cycle doesn't give you the luxury of being comfortable. It's not that good things don't happen in a spin cycle, but it's just that you're going so fast you can't fully appreciate the benefit. You don't have long to grieve. You can't take off 3 years because your mother died or because life is coming at you. You can't take a recess from life. There's no timeouts. You can't fast forward. You can't rewind. So if you got to cry while driving to work, everything else has to keep going. The world's spinning faster and faster. And with this recent election, we're headed towards something fast. You really don't know what it is in its entirety, but you have a clue of what it is from the book of Revelations. It's like we've got our foot stuck on the gas pedal and we're racing faster and faster. It's like a merry-go-round. I heard this old song said, "Stop the world and let me off." That's the way it feels sometimes. And we've got so where we can do complicated things well, but we've lost our ability to do the simple things like worship and praise the Lord. We do complicated things like computers, cell phones, put a man on the moon. But we can't do simple things like sleep because we got so much on our mind and we're in the spin cycle. Can you imagine what it feels like to be the clay on the spin cycle? It's a combination of the spinning and the touch of the potter, and that forms the vessel. A touch without the spinning would leave a hole, and a spinning without the touch would just be confusion without formation. We are made in the spin. When God gets ready to make us, He puts us in a spinning environment. I must confess, I don't like to be a part of something that you can't control. You don't get to choose how you get tested or who will get sick. You can't choose who's going to die or who's going to break your heart. And again, he said, the word of the Lord came to Isaiah from the Lord, saying, "Arise, go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause thee to hear my words. And I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought work on the wheel, and the vessel he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter, so he made it again another vessel. After God got through with me on the spin cycle, it was me, but it wasn't me. That fellow was wearing my clothes, living in my house, but he wasn't the same man anymore. After June the 10th, 1977, parked in my garage, but he had a new attitude. They still call me by the same name, but I'm a new guy. I'm not the same guy. So the potter can decide whether to reshape something or remake it. I'm so thankful that when he saw how broken I was, he didn't discard me. You know, God doesn't need my vote to bless you. We just come through the election, and he doesn't need your vote to bless me. And even when I vote against you or you vote against me, he can raise us up anyway, because my vote don't count in his council. Everything seems upside down in the spin cycle. And sometimes maybe the clay might wonder if the potter knows what he's doing. And the clay complains about the spin cycle. But who are we to question the potter? You wouldn't even have the opportunity to be in the spin cycle if the potter hadn't chose you. You wouldn't nothing until the potter got a hold of you. Don't question the spin cycle. I have tried to learn to be contented on the wheel. It's like God is saying, I'm not spinning you to punish you, but I'm trying to transition you and form you. We couldn't be celebrating 20 years at Maryville if we hadn't learned to be consistent in the spin. The reason many of us keep losing things is we have not learned to be consistent in the spin. And the reason you can't be consistent in the spins is you're controlled by your moods. When you're in the right mood, you're amazing. But as soon as we get used to you being amazing, your mood switches and changes. I call them yo-yo Christians. They're up and down. You never know where to find them. God can't trust you because you keep operating on how you feel. When you feel good, God can trust you. But nobody can invest in anything that they can't trust. You know, sometimes we come to church for what we can get, and it never crosses our mind to come to church for what we give. You know, a taker may eat better, but a giver's going to sleep better every time. I have enjoyed trying to get this to you. I hope you're doing well. I care about you. I love you. I'm going to give you my phone number, 256-508-4410. And if you could leave me a message, I might not get back to you right away, but I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So may God bless you is my prayer, and I hope this helps you in some way. If there's anything you need or want me to address, let me know, and I'll see if I can get God to help me. May God bless you.